Today I'm going to show you my updated foundation routine. Now, in the past, as you probably already know, I have dealt with pretty bad acne. I don't have that anymore, not as severe. Obviously, I do get some pimples here and there. I mean, that happens. But my acne is finally toned down again. But obviously, because I'm stupid, I still have some acne scars. And therefore, I do like to, cover them up. So I do like full coverage foundation. Obviously, if you don't like that, you don't have to do that. You can use the steps that I use and apply them to your foundation routine. It's just that this is my foundation routine. So yeah, guys, if you want to know how I do my foundation nowadays, then you know what you gotta do. So here's the first foundation that I'm going to use. It's the Maybelline Dream Satin Liquid Foundation in 60 Caramel. And I will be applying that all over my face with just a regular foundation brush. So basically I'm just distributing the color first or the product first with a foundation brush, and then later on I will be blending it out with a beauty blender. I prefer this method because it not only blends out the foundation nicely and just, evenly, it also sucks up the excess foundation or product. So here you can see a damp beauty blender, and I'm just gonna pat that foundation all over my face. So blending and, sucking up the excess product at the same time. So, like I said in the beginning, I like to use multiple foundations, and this is my base. But because I find this foundation a little bit too red, I will be using another foundation which is more on the yellow side and apply that on the center of my face just to even it out. And just to be honest, you know what, I had this foundation lying around, and since I don't want to waste any makeup products, I just felt like using this for a little while, and I don't know, I just kind of stuck with it. So here you can see the same method on the forehead, just applying and blending it out with the beauty blender. It's really easy. Next up, I'm going to use a Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation Stick. The one I'm using, or the shade that I'm using, is called Golden. And I'm going to apply this mostly in the center of my face. Like I said before, I find that the Maybelline Dream Satin Liquid Foundation is a little bit too red. So I want to even it out with applying a more yellow toned foundation. And since this foundation stick is really creamy, but not oily, if you get what I mean, and also, again, on the yellow side, I thought I would pair it up with this foundation and just, with that same method as I did before, blend it out with a beauty blender. And remember, just take your time blending. Now, obviously, you can leave it at this or at that, and, you're done with your foundation, but I like to highlight also. So I'm going to use the Kat Von D Lock It Tattoo Foundation in the shade Medium 57. I'm going to apply that with the MAC 159 brush right underneath my eyes and a little bit on my chin and the center of my forehead. You don't have to do this. Again, contour and highlight in a way that suits your face. So don't just mimic the way of highlighting, just, do it in a way that it suits your face. And so now again, I'm using that damp or another damp beauty blender actually to blend out that product, or the Kat Von D Lock It Tattoo Foundation. You know what, at first I didn't really believe the hype behind the beauty blender, but that was obviously before I tried it. And I tried the beauty blender, I think a little longer than a year ago, because a subby of mine was so kind enough to send me one, because back then the beauty blenders were not available in the Netherlands. And I got to try it, and at first I didn't really know what the hype was because I wasn't using it right, but now I definitely believe in the hype. It's beautiful and it gives you an airbrushed finish. Okay, so now that is done, I'm going to set my foundation because I have really oily skin, like crazy. So I want to set my foundation perfectly. And I'm using a transparent loose powder by John van G. It's a Dutch brand. And I'm applying that under my eyes with a large powder puff. So I'm first applying that, as always, right underneath my eyes, on my chin, on my forehead, and then on the rest of my face. So the leftover product will be applied on the rest of my face. I've been doing this technique, or this drag queen technique, if you will, for a couple of years now, mainly because it just works for me. I have really oily skin, and this method, which is called cooking or baking by drag queens, really works. I set it right underneath my eyes. It just makes my foundation last the entire day. It's just perfect. Obviously, you don't have to do it this way, but you know, I'm just showing you guys my foundation routine. So now that everything is set, I will be wiping away the excess powder with a large powder brush by MAC. So yeah, you guys, that was actually it for my foundation routine. Obviously, like I said before, I did not contour with powders or bronze anything, you know, but this is just the raw basis of my foundation routine. And so that was my foundation routine. So obviously I did not show you guys how I contour and how I highlight with powders. I did not show you guys what I use for blush and all of that, but that's because, you know, I mainly wanted to focus on the base, so only on my foundation. What I also wanted to mention as I am closing up this video is that once I've done my face, so, you know, powder wise, eyeshadows, all of the razzmatazz, I use this product right here. And it's the MAC Mineralized Charged Water Skin Hydrating Mist. It sets my foundation, and also if you have like, you know, everybody has hair on their face, but if you have like those fluffy little hairs, which kind of surface more when you apply powder, this does the trick. This is like a setting spray and a defluffer, hashtag defluffer in one. So I spray this after I'm done with my makeup on my face, like so. I hope you guys can see that. Just a little bit, and yeah, that sets my foundation and makes it look a little bit more, how do you say that? Natural. It kind of enhances the glow on my face a little bit more. And throughout the day, when I feel like I need to touch up my face a little bit with powder, I will do it again. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. That will not only make me very happy, but it will also let the people know I exist. So please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. If you want to follow me on my social media, then just type in Makeup by Namaisa on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. So thank you all so much for watching, and obviously until my next video. Bye guys!